Welcome to my Extreme Rules review. It's about 2:20ish right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Um, so Extreme Rules was another good pay-per-view. Two straight really good quality pay-per-views. Um, you had on the kickoff. See, I was eating dinner and then I got done. And next thing I know, I saw Big Cass destroyed Bubba and Devon. I guess he's just there until Enzo or More comes back. So I guess so. And then they'll feud with the Dudleys, I'm guessing. But that, and then you had Ziggler versus Corbin in a quick no disqualification match. All there was one low blow, so I don't know why this was no DQ. But Corbin ends up winning, and thank goodness I don't have to rant about him losing, because that would have been fucking stupid. See me with my Roman shirt, so boo me now. But then you had on the main card, first match was the Usos versus Gallows and Anderson, the Club, in a Texas Tornado tag team match. This one was their best match by far. And you had Gallows and Anderson end up winning the match. Very good tag team match, to say the least. I don't know if this is going in order all the way with the matches, but I'm just going to name them off. Then you had the New Day versus the Vaudevillains. I honestly thought at a point that the Vaudevillains was about to win. Luckily, they did not. Still pretty good tag team match again. These two tag team matches tonight was pretty good. But you had the New Day retaining. Thank God, the New Day rocks. Vaudevillains did I forget what the finisher is called, their tag team finisher, but they did it on Xavier Woods. I was like, oh my goodness, the Vaudevillains are about to win. Which I don't mind, but the New Day still should have the tag team titles until SummerSlam at least. But he kicks out, and then you just had Kofi Kingston on the railing, did his Trouble the Paradise move. I could not think of it. And then you had Xavier Woods do his kick he does. I think that's his finisher. 1, 2, 3. The New Day win. And yes, you heard me. Xavier Woods and Big E was wrestling in this. Kofi wasn't, which was strange, but it was different, strange, but I liked it. Man. Then later on in the night, you had Charlotte versus Natalya in a submissions match. And man, I went to this match first because I want to leave on a good note with my review. But this fucking finish, it's like you have a headache from it. How they finished her matches. They screwed Natalya at Payback. Then you had Ric Flair's music happen. Someone is in a robe. You know it ain't Ric Flair because she's too small. And then it's Dana Brooke, out of all people. What the fuck is Dana Brooke doing with it? That's what was my first thing. And it came into play. She helped Charlotte win. And now she's with the Flairs. I do understand the pairing, but this finish was so stupid. Charlotte, they're making her look like she can't do it on her own, and it's irritating for that. It's just like the same way with Seth until Seth was like, "Look, I don't need you guys out there," and you see how good he did. So it just, I'm sorry for yawning, but it just did not make any sense at all. But it is what it is. Charlotte wins. Then you had that you have a fatal 4-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. It was by far the show stealer. I'd say it was the best match. Roman versus AJ was second, a close second to it. So many, like, it was a match of the year candidate. I don't know if it was better than Sami Zayn and Nakamura, but it's hard to think. I might have to watch the two matches over again, but it was just so good. Wow. A lot of spots, like just a shit ton of so many good spots. Then you had Cesaro doing his uppercut train, and ends up Sami Zayn did I forget which move he did. I think it was a hell of a kick to Cesaro. I knew it was either going to be Sami Zayn or Cesaro take the pin, because I had the Miz retaining, and he did. And then like KO like puts him like gets him like pulls Sami Zayn out. Sami gets mad, throws him to a barricade, does it again, starts hitting him. Miz crawls in, pins him. 1, 2, 3. The Miz retains, and I knew he'd retain somehow, some way. Then Kevin Owens, it looks like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's continuing their feud. And I'm telling you, Cesaro will get his time to be Intercontinental Championship. Him and The Miz are not done. But The Miz retains, and I knew he would somehow, some way, for some reason. You had Dean Ambrose versus Y2J. I'm not going to talk about this match a lot. It was a fucking horrible match. It was. It was just terrible. I'm sorry. It was like so terrible. You know, it comes close to one of those matches you're like, why am I watching this? And it was a match like that. You know how the women's matches used to be bathroom breaks? This one could have been a bathroom break or getting a snack or cooking something. Like, you could make something during this match and then come back for the last maybe 2 minutes and you'd be like, oh my goodness, what a great match. Like, if you saw the ending, yeah, it was good. But it was a terrible match. And for people that think it was a good match, I know there's a lot of Dean Ambrose fans out there. I'm probably talking to you and all the girls that like Dean, everyone. I'm glad he won. Yes, I'm glad he won. But that match was not good. It just wasn't good. But who knows where they go from here. I think their feud might be over with. Who knows? We'll find out on Raw. Then you had Rusev versus Kalisto for the United States Championship. They did a spot close to the end of the match. Kalisto was on the top rope. Rusev gets him and puts him on the apron, like puts him down and like hurting his back, and the ref says stop it. And Rusev does a big, like a even more humongous accolade on him. Kalisto taps out. Rusev is the new United States Championship owner, and I really do hope they do not fuck him over and have John Cena come back in next on the 30th and have him have like an 8-day reign. That would be so awful. If you're going to make him look strong, please just have Cena away from him. I'd rather see Cena in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship picture. I'm not going to lie. Just don't let Rusev look strong as hell. And let him get back all the way to where he was at first. But this match was alright. It was alright, but wasn't the best. But you had Rusev winning the United States Championship. The main event, you had a big dog, Roman Reigns, the guy, defending his World Heavyweight Championship against the phenomenal one AJ Styles in a Extreme Rules match. This match was pretty good. It was better than their one at Payback because you had the Extreme Rules thing. People are going to dog on the ending once again. They are. But, I don't know why. It was a good match. What do you expect? They want him to look strong. And that's how they're going to book him. And, I don't mind the ending because it was a good match. So, good match. Roman wins, catches AJ Styles with a spear when AJ was going for the phenomenal forearm. Roman wins, has this up. And I marked out, everyone marked out that's a WWE supporter, fan, the returning of Seth freaking Rollins. He comes out, attacks Roman. You know how I'm a big Roman fan. I marked out. I had to, calm myself. This was a perfect time for him to return. Said that he was supposed to return June 6th. They fooled us. Let's let him return early. So, he must be done with the movie. My bad. He must be done with the movie that he was filming for WWE and everything. So, he's returned. And at the end of the show, it shows him holding the championship up to end the show. So, I would grade this show overall, wrestling-wise, really minus that Dean and Y2J thing, because it wasn't I would not watch the match over again. I would not. But it wasn't the worst match I've ever seen. Don't get me wrong, but it's close to it. But wrestling wise, I give this a good A. For for the show, I'd give it a good A. Extreme Rules, I would. This was probably one of the better Extreme Rules in a good while, overall. I have my polls on Twitter and my likes. You can vote on what grade you think Extreme Rules deserves. Last time I checked the poll, there was 105 votes, and it was 38% said A, 39% said B, and then you had 9% say C and 6% say D. And then I have another poll, did you enjoy Extreme Rules? And I had 72% say yes and 28 say no, and I had up to 60 something votes, I believe. So you can vote in those. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Extreme Rules. This was my Extreme Rules review. I will post it tomorrow evening, and I will have like a little raw preview. I might do a raw preview about it, about what might happen. So I will see you guys tomorrow then.